my hair.
You're looking good, kiddo. Looking good.
What is going on? We don't have a lot of light, do we?
We don't.
Hello.
Don't have anybody watching anyway. Hello, everyone. Say hello to everyone. Hello.
Hi. We are coming at you live from the Casa de Hudson, I guess. Hey, hello.
Casa de Travel.
Casa de OceanEars. Trying up a new format. Thought we'd just do kind of an informal news show here today. Yeah. Hello. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're something.
I think we're okay. So how's everybody doing?
Cheers.
I know there's maybe a couple of you out there in the land that will see this video. But we are here today doing a news update. So tell me if you're out there, if you can hear me okay, if I sound okay, am I coming through? Because I have no idea.
If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat there. We'll be glad to answer anything that we can. This is something that we've been playing around with, so we're just going to come at you hopefully every week.
Yeah, it's an informal kind of, hey, what's going on?
Just a little news show. Instead of taping it, we're going to
try to do something live and see what goes on.
So we got just a few minutes before we're supposed to kick off here, so we'll give it just a couple minutes. Say hi in the chat.
Hello.
Any questions? Ask away.
Trying to see if
I know you've all got a million questions on Icon of the Seas since we haven't talked about it in months.
That is coming. We have a full review of what's going on. So I'm just going to check myself and see if I can hear myself right quick. Okay.
Right after we get by the ads.
Yeah, I got to get, hey, at least I have ads.
YouTube's got to have ads on everything. That's the goal.
Yeah, I can hear myself. Okay, so at least that part is good.
Is the audio good for everyone? We're new to this. Work with us here.
Yeah.
All 5 of you.
There's a few. Okay, so.
Do you want to start now? We said 1:30. You want to wait?
We said 1:30?
I said 1:30.
Okay. Oh, I thought we said 2.
We did not have a podcast last week because we were on.
Yeah, Icon.
Actually, we didn't have a podcast for 2 weeks.
We haven't had a podcast for 2 weeks because it was a little hard to get consistent internet quality on Icon. We had the internet package, but
and at moments it was great.
Yeah, at moments it was fantastic, but there was a lot of times where our upload ability would just sit for
it would just stall
hours,
just stall out forever.
And so that was no good. We tried to go live in St. Thomas, but even like the cellular service, when we were on the ship, cellular service was not good.
Very spotty.
When you went outside of the ship, it was fine. So I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but.
Then we got back from the trip.
We got back from the trip last Sunday, so a week ago from today, and then everybody.
I got the flu.
Charles got the flu. Some other travel partners got the flu. Yeah. So knock on wood, the rest of us, knock on wood, have been healthy. So hopefully that stays that way. There's a 3 to 7 day incubation period for the flu. So I'm still not out of the woods yet as far as being seeing if I'm going to catch it or not, but so far so good. So
I didn't get super sick, but I did get the flu.
We do have some upcoming content. Our final thoughts for Icon is upcoming, and we'll give you our honest review on that. Also have some updates to the Crown and Anchor Society for Royal Caribbean. We'll go over that program to give you guys a little update on that. And yeah, definitely got some stuff coming down the pike. Got some Disney trips planned, got another cruise planned. We have got a lot going on still. Definitely saddened that our cruise is over. That was one of the first times I have ever been in tears leaving a ship. I don't know if you watched any of our vlog series, especially this last day 7, you'll see me kind of get choked up when talking about leaving.
So yeah, we did post 7 daily vlogs. Eight
if you count day 0.
8 daily vlogs while we were on the cruise. We did good at first. We pretty much got an episode out every day, and then it just kind of fell apart again because of the internet connections and some other things. Our posting from the boat
was not as good as we had hoped, but we still got everything out, and we were still trying to enjoy our vacation. So
yeah, we kind of decided to take a vacation first, YouTube second approach. No, that doesn't help you people, but there was so many vloggers on this ship.
A lot of content creators.
I think every single
yeah
content creator was on
I could
this.
Probably sit here for 20 minutes and tell you about people that we saw, but we saw
some of them were super nice. Some of them were
very standoffish.
I won't say hateful or mean, but some of them were nice and some of them were very dry.
But we saw Ben and David.
They were great.
Steph from Sean and Steph.
She was very polite.
Para DJ. We met them. Fane and Laura, Travel Spree.
Did not get to meet them, but we did see them several times.
There were EECC Travels, Jason and Alyssa.
Got stuck in one of their videos.
Yeah, we're kind of hanging out in the back of their St. Kitts vlog. So
not on purpose.
Not on purpose, just happened to be there.
We just happened to get off at the same time, and we were filming. And they were filming it. Just
gosh, who else? There was Kyle Palo, I think, was on there.
Yeah, Ordinary Travels.
Ordinary Travels.
Met him.
Ordinary Adventures.
Ordinary Adventures. We got to meet him. We did not get to meet her, but he was polite. He seemed like a cool dude.
What's that? Rich and Jazzy Life, the Warren C Cruising Junkies. There's so many. Quanda. What's
Damon? Quanda.
Yeah.
Experience. Met them at the kids club, and she was very nice. I did not get a chance to speak with him much, but she was very nice.
There were so many. So shout out to all you guys. Thanks for making our cruise more fun.
But one thing
it's kind of like, where's Waldo? Where's the next content creator?
Of course, nobody knows who we are, and we're
small potatoes. I was thinking about changing to small potatoes. Jay actually suggested that my channel be named Small Potatoes because. So we wanted to take the same approach of like home movies of like, okay, well, you would like for us to see or do for you, then leave us in the comments and we can see what we can drum up.
Yeah,
definitely have some more shopping excursions planned.
Oh Lord.
So some thrifting maybe. We'll see. Yeah,
my credit card is crying.
So let's go ahead and get started into our news of the week.
This is a new show that we're going to try to do every week. We've been bringing you news for the last several months, but we're going to try to separate those into 2 different formats.
And we're just going to do strictly news stories here. News stories that have been breaking this past week or in the last little bit since we've come to you that we think are pertinent. That are interesting, that we might have some opinions on, and realize that if we do say anything about opinions, it is strictly our opinion.
Yeah, we're not trying to offend anyone.
We're not trying to offend anyone. We're definitely not trying to be politically correct by any means.
Not politically correct. Or not
political. Yeah, we're
not trying to be anything other than us.
We're just us, and unapologetically us.
So
if you don't like us, that's completely fine.
There's plenty of people out there that you will like. And if you do, that's great too.
We are just real people, I think.
So our OceanEars crew, that's our fans. Are you part of the OceanEars
Our
crew?
OceanEars crew, yeah.
I don't know. Nah, that's kind
Travel
of
crew.
I think that's already taken. I don't know. What should we call you guys?
The travel fam? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Y'all make up a name for yourselves.
Yeah, whatever. Let us know.
Hello,
Let us know.
Bucky's.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what
Anyway.
they were looking at.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to come to you every week. I don't know if it'll be live every week, but we are going to come to you. We're trying this week. It may not work. It may not be back. But we're going to come to you every week with a new show.
Let's jump in.
Ears.
Ears, ears.
Ears, ears. Say that 5 times.
Ears, 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 ears,
ears, here's news show.
Well, the number one news story.
There was a lot of news.
The number one news story is Taylor Swift will make it to the Super Bowl.
Don't even talk to me about Taylor. I am so sick of Taylor Swift. See, everybody I said I was sick of Taylor Swift. Rating
you just lost everybody.
I love Taylor Swift. She is my favorite.
Okay. So we're not talking about Taylor Swift on this show, but anyway.
I heard every single Taylor Swift song in the world on Icon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sung by 50,000 teenagers.
That was all that karaoke was one Taylor. It was like the Taylor Swift album from start to finish.
All right. So the biggest news story that we kind of found, and that's just been recently, is a couple of women have claimed they were sexually assaulted while on an excursion through Carnival.
Not through Carnival.
On a Carnival cruise, they did a third-party excursion to Pirates Cove. Was the name of the excursion. It's like a beach resort, I guess.
What ship were they on? Do you remember?
I don't even know.
They were on I think it was that Carnival Elation, if I'm not mistaken.
That one's out of Jacksonville, I think.
Yeah, that was it. It was Carnival Elation.
Anyway, they were in the Bahamas. They went to this Pirates Cove place, and they claimed that they were drugged and sexually assaulted. So,
it's 2 women from Kentucky. They were on a cruise together. They decided to go to Pirates Cove. Claimed that their drinks were spiked.
And then they don't remember anything except for when they woke up, there was a man on top of one of the women. It's what their claims are. If you were whatever, assaulted in any way, my thoughts go out to you, and I wish you a recovery and
it's nothing to joke about.
It's nothing to joke about. It's very serious, and you should absolutely,
press
report
charges.
it. All that stuff should happen.
They need to be thrown under the jail.
And
they have arrested a couple people.
They have, and the 2 men that are in question have been terminated from their job, obviously, because there was a zero tolerance policy for interactions with guests, and that's how they, got them terminated, because everyone other than these 2 individuals are denying the claims. As of recently, the Pirates Cove place has 16 different cameras that cover the entire facilities. Now, there are time-stamped photos of these women with the perpetrators or the employees.
The accused.
And it does show them, prior to the incident happening, it does show them kind of cozying up to these fellows. Now, whether or not they were already under the influence, I don't know. These timestamps were like at 8:00 in the morning.
Well, they have confirmed that their drinks were spiked. They did test the ladies, and they did test positive. Well, not that their drinks were spiked. They proved that they did have these drugs in their system.
Yeah. So I'm not saying it did or it didn't happen. I'm not saying that at all. I am saying that I guess their whole case is that they're coming for Carnival. And that might be a little hard to keep Carnival Cruise Line liable for something that happened with a third party tour.
I don't know if they filed a lawsuit yet or not, but it sounds like one is coming.
They kind of claimed that Carnival didn't let them know that there was a high rate of crime in the area. And my thought is that you have to be diligent when you're traveling to anywhere.
Whether you're on a cruise or you're just traveling Europe by yourself.
Yeah, especially as a woman, even if you're just going to the grocery store, you have to be very diligent nowadays.
I don't know, especially as a woman. Crime happens to everyone regardless of sex.
It does, but there are different groups out there that think prey on women, especially women that are by themselves.
Women and kids, yeah.
And children. Now, I don't know if I always say that I am, not going to be one of those women that gets like just snatched up and taken, because I'm a little bit on the robust side and they wouldn't be able to haul me in a van too quick. But I'm not trying to be funny or make fun of the story. I'm just trying to find a way to, I don't know, kind of come to terms with.
Well, right now, all the evidence points to that these ladies are telling the truth. That's the way that it appears. Now, whether it comes out or not, it has happened that these have not come to fruition to be true in the past. So I don't want to confirm that anybody's guilty without going through the process. My issue here and what we're related to is not the assault part of it. It's the lawsuit that is surely to come against Carnival. I disagree with this because I think when you are on a cruise,
safety,
you are still responsible for your own safety, especially if you get off the ship. Now, if this happened on the ship by a member of the crew, completely different story. Carnival should absolutely be liable. This was not a Carnival employee that assaulted the women.
Definitely a third party thing.
And the excursion was not, from my understanding, booked through Carnival.
Yeah.
So if that is in fact the case, then how is Carnival have any
liability here?
Yeah. It seems like these two ladies went out on their own. What happened to them is a terrible, terrible thing, and it should never happen. But they went out on their own, away from Carnival, were assaulted in public. I just don't understand Carnival's liability here. They were a transportation service at that point, is all that they were.
So, there will be a lot more coming out of this in the coming days and weeks. And, we'll keep you updated on what exactly happens.
But note to self, as we have said on this show for years now,
you need to be aware of where you're going, be aware of your surroundings. We have talked about gear and things, that's why you have RFID protected wallets. You keep your personal belongings on you and in front of you mostly. Pickpocketers, thieves, and stuff like that are more prevalent in some of these areas that you go to.
So you're responsible for your own protection.
You are responsible once you get off the ship.
Be aware of your surroundings.
And,
book your excursions through the cruise line.
If you book your excursions through the cruise line, they are vetted. They're supposed to be vetted, excursions and entities and stuff. And you're going to have a rogue one every now and then, but your guarantees are a lot more in line with Carnival then for protection than, your own self and outside sources.
And bad things can happen anywhere, but you can take steps to limit your exposure.
Yes. And, research. Don't just do anything on a whim. And,
and I hope that these ladies do recover from the situation. It sounds terrible, and what they went through sounds horrible.
Yes. And we definitely wish them all the best.
All right, we're moving on.
So let's jump to a little bit happier news. We're going to stick with Carnival, but Carnival Jubilee has a godmother, y'all. Now, but they just now released the name of it is Gwen Stefani, the hollaback girl herself, is the godmother of Carnival Jubilee. They will have a naming ceremony on February 24th, live in Galveston for that honor. Now, personal opinion, I have nothing against Gwen Stefani, but
I like Gwen Stefani.
Didn't godmothers used to be chosen for like their, I don't know, status within the cruise line or their philanthropies? Or not that Gwen Stefani isn't a philanthropist. I mean, she's got enough money to be a philanthropist, but
quit using these big words.
But when did we start just using celebrity to be godmothers on these cruise ships. Like a couple of years ago, they did like there was like a teacher that was a
Okay.
godmother. I mean,
Pitbull got one.
Pitt. I mean, well, just on the icon that Lionel Messi. He's a soccer player.
Sure.
I don't follow soccer,
They
but
sold a lot of damn jerseys.
yeah, they did. And that may be a ploy. That may be just the thing to like sell merchandise or sell cruises, and it's a business thing. I get it, but
Here's my thing.
Has Gwen Stefani ever been on a Carnival cruise? Has she?
Don't know. Here's my thing. I don't care.
No.
I could care less. I can't tell you who the godmother of any of the ships we've been on is, and most people can't.
No, it's
Just
not.
don't
It's
care.
just kind of a, I don't know. It's a thing.
It's just
It won't really matter in a couple of years. So
some people may. Tell me in the comments. Do you care?
right.
Is it just me that just doesn't care?
Right. All right. So our next news story sticks with Carnival. We've had a massive amount of information come out about Celebration Key. They are releasing more information about that all the time. There is some updates.
Some digital renderings finally.
Basically, they are doing it like, there's different areas around the island, and they're calling them portals. There's 5 portals. There's a family portal. There's a adult portal. There's a retail portal. Blah blah blah. There's going to be racing slides coming out of the sandcastle structure, which if you're in kind of New York City, I think in Grand Central Station, there's like a render, or there's some kind of sandcastle thing. I'll try to find a picture and see if I can put that in there.
Put it on Instagram.
Talking about Celebration Key coming. And they have already announced, even though a Celebration Key is not done, they've already announced an expansion. So
That's just
isn't
dumb.
that crazy?
Is it an expansion if it's not
if
even
it's
open
not
yet?
even open yet? But yes, they're going to open it, and then after the fact, they're going to expand a zip line course and a water park expansion.
So I've heard it come up on several other YouTube channels this week. Is this the Coco Cay killer? Is this going to compete with a massive? And I say maybe for a week.
People are going to go just to see, but
you have a lot of people who are loyal to different cruise lines.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Carnival, Coco Cay just did that. If you're a Royal, this is just going to be.
Yeah, there's some people I know that have come to Coco Cay and they're like, okay, whatever. And then they go to Half Moon and they're like, oh, it's the best place ever. And there's really, I mean, the beaches at Half Moon, there's really not a whole lot more at Half Moon. It's not really developed like some of the other private islands. But, Carnival has got to step up their game to compete with these other cruise lines.
But it's just going to constantly be a one-upsmanship.
I think so.
They're going to do this, then Royal's going to come around and they're going to announce a major expansion to Coco Cay.
Yeah.
We're going to add 15 new things there, which they still do have plenty of room.
It is what it is. We're looking forward to going to Celebration Key to see what it's all about.
We're planning on going really early.
We're going to go right when it opens, so we'll bring that to you.
Hopefully.
But yeah, they're going to have lots of stuff.
It does look good.
And we're eager to see, how it flows.
It looks good.
Yeah.
From the digital renderings, it looks really nice.
The pool looks fantastic, and it looks like it's going to be large and, able to accommodate 2 Excel class ships, which is, their largest ships to date. I know they've announced
they're coming.
The bigger ones that are coming, but the Excel class ships like Mardi Gras Celebration, Jubilee, blah blah, those are going to be able to fit there without any problem. And it does look like it's going to be massive enough to be able to accommodate. They did announce also that there will be a club type thing as well for an additional fee. Just like on Coco Cay, you have.
But it seems like to a certain extent, Carnival's they're not leading; they're following.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. I mean, it kind of feels that way because here you have the largest freshwater pool, the largest, this. You're going to have a 4-fee adults only club.
They've announced the island, which is clearly a Coco Cay concept. They've announced the private part of it, which is Hideaway. And then they've announced the building larger ships, which is obviously an attack on Icon and Oasis class. When is Carnival going to come out with a original idea of their own?
Yeah,
Instead of just trailing.
they've got the bolt, the coaster at sea. I mean, that's their own thing.
Yeah, but where they messed up there is the price.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the price is.
Last time I heard it was like $16 for one time around. It's really expensive for a 30-second ride. It's like 30 seconds.
How would you compare that to your Crown's Edge? Because you paid what, $40 for Crown's Edge?
With the Crown's Edge, though, you do get the video.
Okay.
You do get to go multiple times around if there's not a line.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think you should have paid for Crown's Edge. Personally, I think that's one of those things that should just be included in your cruise fare. Mm-hmm. But we're seeing more and more the cruise lines go away from what's included, and
they got to find a way to get more money out of you.
And it's getting, every year it's getting a little worse. Pretty soon you'll have to pay to have your room cleaned. Which I guess you kind of do in tips already, but
all right. So
bread is extra now. Celebration
Key is coming along strong, and we'll keep you updated, maybe with a standalone video on it once we get all the info coming, so we can talk about that. We can jump over to Universal. We had some Epic Universe updates come through.
Some digital renderings of it came through as well.
And there is a lot of construction and a lot of headway being made at the construction site. So if you haven't seen any of that, we'll try to post some of that stuff in here as well. But one thing I really like, and you could see now based on the construction that's going on, and also the renderings and what we've been talking about, is there is some parts of the hotels will have a direct theme park view. So I love that idea.
That is a great idea.
So even though you're outside of the theme park, you can still sit in your window and look at everything going on in the theme park. So that's cool.
But the question is, how much are those rooms going to be?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
It sounds great in theory.
Oh, they'll probably be way expensive.
But is it affordable for the average person? I don't know at this point.
There's going to be there's a lot of that going on these days. Like what is really affordable for one person is not necessarily going to be affordable for the next. Right. And everything's relative. So you definitely have to think about what your budget is for you and your family when you're thinking about, is it worth it or not? So
Universal's coming on strong, though, although there are some rumors that the Epic Universe may be delayed.
Oh,
the opening date, that's nothing confirmed, but saying
there's a lot they got to do still.
So, but it does look good.
Yeah, it does. The ride vehicles that they've been testing, they've been coming out with different artists, stuff about that, and little ideas about how they're going to make things work. So that's a really cool thing.
So Epic Universe is coming. I'm a Disney guy, not a Universal guy.
Yeah,
it seems like just like cruise lines, everybody kind of falls in one of you're either a Disney guy or a Universal guy, or you're a Royal guy or a Carnival guy or a Disney guy on the cruise line.
Yeah,
everything kind of falls in categories, and I definitely fall in more the Royal and Disney guy. But
we're definitely Disney adults, and we haven't necessarily ventured over into Universal a whole lot.
We've been, but it's been a long time.
Number one, from a standpoint of just being fluffy friendly, it's just not so fluffy friendly.
We're plus size people. We're fat.
And
okay, let's just call it what
we're poo sized.
I am Winnie the Pooh. Doughboy, whatever. That is me. Okay, I'm aware. Thank you. Go ahead and point it out in the comments, and throw your insults. I don't really care.
Right. So we'll see how things go with the new Epic Universe. If it's going to be more of the same, or if you'd like to see us go through Universal and just fat test everything, we can do that as well. Like, does this work? No. Does this work? No. It'll just be a whole lot of
video no's. But anyway, they're also saying that because it is such a massive project and a huge undertaking, that the 2025 may not happen. It's supposed to be summer of 2025 is what I heard. may not happen on schedule.
Well, only time will tell.
So I'm sure people are still suffering with, product delays and getting materials and things too. Still is an
Probably.
issue, and especially for projects that size. But stay tuned. We'll keep
All
you
right.
updated.
So there has also jumping over to Disney now. There's also been some hints at some Disney stuff coming because
Yeah.
D23.
Universal didn't think they were going to just get a whole new theme park without a rebuttal, did they?
It's speaking of going back and forth. It's kind of like the whole Carnival Royal thing. Now you've got Disney Universal thing. D23 is expected to be happening this year with a lot of announcements. Most importantly, the $60 billion park initiative that they're
$60 billion
expecting to roll out. $60 billion worth of
parks
updates and on parks and experiences over the next how many years?
I think it was 10.
Was it 10 years? But anyway.
That is huge. I'm just not all of this will be theme parks. This will also include cruise ships. It will also include your worldwide theme parks. So maybe not all Disney World or Disneyland, but it could be overseas as well.
Yeah. So anyway.
But I do expect a big chunk of this money to be, again, rumor, nothing confirmed. I do expect a big portion of this to be dumped into Disney World in Florida to compete with Epic Universe. They're not going to just concede that market to the new park.
No, I agree with that.
So I think that your Villains Land, which we have talked about ad nauseum, is going to happen.
And did you just say ad nauseum?
I did. You like that, didn't you?
Can you spell that?
No, I got it on my phone right here. That's all I said it.
Yeah. So there you go. Definitely gonna see what that's all about. We'll bring you that update as soon as it comes. So stay tuned. And then the last kind of little thing, just a little on the cake, the cherry on top, I guess. Disney Wonder is going to start Magic Band Plus service. So if you are familiar with Magic Bands, started out as just regular Magic Bands, allows you to charge things to your card, enter parks, use your lightning lanes, etc. When you are in the park. It used to be just in the park. Well, then they rolled out Magic Band Plus, and now you can have interactive, like the little statues around the parks. You can have some interaction with those with your Magic Band Plus. They still work like a traditional Magic Band. You're able to use your lightning lanes, etc. But now they also will open your stateroom doors or your cabin doors or whatever.
You can use them as forms of payment.
You can use them as forms of payment. And so on the cruise lines now, they are rolling out that technology. And originally, it just kind of happened on the newer ships. So when the Wish came out, the Treasure that's coming out, and now they are rolling it out on the Wonder. So starting in March, with the March 19th sailing, you will be able to purchase and use Magic Band Plus on your Disney Wonder sailing. Yay. So that's all the news we have for today.
Any questions? Drop them in the
comments,
chat.
Concerns.
Send them to us. We'll be glad to do what we can to answer everything for you.
We will.
For all of you that we did meet on Icon, thank you very much. It was nice to meet all of you. We wish you nothing but success.
If you happen to get one of our little duckies, we had quite a few little duckies that had our handle on the bottom on a sticker. Shout us out. Let us know that you got that duck. We will be on Allura of the Seas in June. So look for us on there, and we'll have more ducks to give away there.
We'll be at Dollywood, the opening day preview.
Disney the week after that.
Disney the week after that.
And yeah, then we're going back to Disney in April for your birthday.
I forgot about that one. Yeah.
For your birthday, we're going back for Flower and Gardens will be going on for a long time, but we are going to go down just for Flower and Garden in April.
And then we'll be back at Epcot for Food and Wine, favorite thing of the year.
Probably sometime in late July, early August.
And early planning stages for Disneyland. The first of next year.
It's like the first of next year, yeah.
So
yeah. So we're, new to a lot of this stuff, but we are looking to
doing our thing.
Move around some. So
doing our thing. As always, if you do have any travel needs, you want to go on a cruise, you want to go to Disney World, you want to go to Disneyland,
Holla at your girl, oceanearstravel@gmail.com. You can text me or email me there. You can also just put a comment here in the chat and I can get to you that way. We have our website that has all our social medias on there. Trust me, if you socialize any of our medias, I will find you.
She will find you.
I will find you.
And she will trip you.
And I will trip you.
Trip you.
Yeah.
Like you're going to make them fall.
No, yeah, that didn't sound right.
That didn't work at all.
That was not a good Liam Neeson.
No, we have no idea what we're doing. People, we're making this up as we go, but we're having a good time.
Yes, we
are. We hope the three of you that are watching are enjoying this. I don't know, whatever.
So don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. Tell your friends. Come on over to OceanEars. Just subscribe. Even if you never watch us, that's fine. We just want the subscribers.
I don't want the subscribers. I want you to watch the videos and enjoy them. She's weird.
I know.
All right.
But yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Until next time.
Wednesday, Icon of the Seas wrap-up video coming.
Yay.
Be ready for it.